baby, trying to get paid. Yeah, look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. No, I never change. Can put myself back in it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second down, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 53 yards. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 49-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for Washington. First down.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle and complete to Addison. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cousins now. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Now a give to Madison. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Another carry now for Madison. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On play action, Cousins. This is caught by Addison. Touchdown! Jordan Addison. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ball game, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. Fades the tackler, and that's some space. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. First down, how to throw. Powell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Once more, Gibson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
But they'll say it's incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Now it's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Cousins to throw it. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. On second down, this is Madison. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
On third down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Well, look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bates. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On first and 10, it's Robinson. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-3 is your score after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Second down, Howell back to pass. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Howell, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 19 yards away. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, some strong running. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jonathan Allen, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 3rd and long for Cousins. Throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. And he is caught. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Cousins on 1st down. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Now Cousins. Rolling to his right. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Washington offense heading out. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Gets this out quickly to Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, Washington, on a pickup of 18. Gibson here running out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll go. It's Gibson. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Play action now. Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of him and pick up first downs.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw it. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's good. For a Commanders first down.
Howell down to throw it. Pass incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And Howell will throw it. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the
Now Howell. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw, Howell. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Howell looking to throw again. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
2nd down, Cousins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Going on the ground with Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Final play of the half, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida.
The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch. The Vikings got a solid performance in that first half from their veteran signal caller, Kirk Cousins. He was on point repeatedly, ultimately finishing with 4 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters alone.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks out, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Howell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Howell from the gun. That one complete out to Dotson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's out wide here for Robinson. And just shooting, but I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Cousins on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And they go play action with Howell. This will be caught at Samuel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Gibson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Gibson again, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Complete. Jefferson the target. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a good point there is they were able to connect. Play action now. Cousins escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Madison running on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had troubles. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20, Curtis Samuel, touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Cousins now on second down. He lets one go deep for Addison. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's how you're far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 27 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now Cousins. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cousins now. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Breaks through the contact. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now throwing on 1st down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now he'll look to throw it. And he popped it up. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. And that's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And room there to work it inside the 25. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Cousins. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, Cousins. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
He wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. No cutback lane to be found whatsoever. That's Samuel, caught left side. But able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Now Howell. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give it
the gain of 1 that time. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On the give, here's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. And Howell will throw it. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Howell down to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing here, Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. From the right hash, this from 53. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
Oh, no.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Madison getting it again on second. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now Cousins on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. On the handoff, it's Madison. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On play action, Cousins. This is caught by Addison. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense back out there. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Hal to the air on 1st and 10.
A little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. It looks like one of the DBs has it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give to Madison. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. Here comes second down and 5. Powell to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah,